Because what I saw from Edo State on that clip with the Edo State governor, that's what you want to call empirical investigation. You can actually see and ask questions, and that should have been the task for the inspectors we just talked about. And away from the inspectors, over time, well, while the clip was on, you said something
no, the capacity building.
Yes, because those are some of the some of the schools people went to before now, like yourself, like some of the beautiful schools and fantastic private schools we have in today's Nigeria. We're not there then, but we have people who went through those schools you want to call village schools or schools that were not up to standard, and they came out in
within school in Lagos. Within school in Lagos. What I'm trying to say is, without sounding alarmist, 95% of Nigerians aged 45 and above went to public schools. So if it was good for us and we turned out to be who we are, why is it that we cannot sustain or revitalize what we had for our children? That is why I keep saying it is not a policy issue. It's an implementation issue. Who are the policy drivers? Who is driving the policy? Because it's the policy driver that will dictate how things will work. And if you don't have vision, you cannot dream. You can only dream according to the vision you have. Personal vision of lining your pockets and making sure you have enough so that the next election period you'll be a godfather or a godmother and nobody will dictate to you. That is the tragedy of education.
But we shouldn't play politics with our education.
No, but that is what is happening. Why are we playing the ostrich? Why are we not allowing ourselves to accept the truth? Why do we have to pretend? When you look at it, cast your mind, the whole country, virtually everywhere. Virtually everywhere. Even some of the states where some of the governors are really, trying by building schools, infrastructure. Beyond building school, what happens inside the classroom? That should be fundamental. Who are the people in the classroom? Both the children.
That usually takes a while to train those trainers, because sometimes the politicians want you to see in a short time what they've been able to do in education, but not investing on the long-term.
No, because
program.
you know the people inside the classroom are not quantifiable. But you can count the number of schools you have renovated, the number of schools you have built, the air conditioners you have put in a school, as if that is the major problem, the computers you have put, the children in that classroom. Have you thought about them? The teacher that is teaching them, does he or she have the materials to teach with?
The other question would be, the teacher in our classroom who has been given, for some, as you said, some states that they're trying, the teacher who's been given the materials to teach with, does he or she have the passion to teach? Or is he or she thinking about, my colleague who was with me is now an appointee somewhere?
Many, honestly, I don't even blame the young children that don't want to be teachers. Because we have teachers that are not inspiring. We have teachers that are highly demoralized. So if you don't exude confidence, why will this young impressionable mind be interested in being like you? There are some young people that watch you presenting Sunrise Daily, and their ambition is to go and read mass communication to be able to do this. because they see you well dressed in your suit every morning, Monday to Friday. But do we have that, a commensurable one in the school system?
How did we get here?
By lying to ourselves. We got here by lying to ourselves. We got here by deciding that we have to do what we want to do and not what we have to do. There's a difference. There's a difference when a politician would tell a commissioner that I want this my sister to be employed. Make her a principal. Employ her. Or a commissioner is there, if you're able to pay this amount, you'll be posted to this school to be a principal. Or you're a chairman of post-primary education board. If you're able to pay 200,000, you get a school in the city. If you're able to pay
do these things really happen? Because it beats me. How much is the salary of a principal that one would even expect him to give, let's use a word now, a bribe of a certain amount of money?
It is business, because by the time you pay 200,000 or 250,000, depending on the grade of school you are being sent to, of course you've been given the license to go and recoup your money. That is when you start leaving the students. That is when you start doing very untoward things.
There was something, I don't know if it was during your term as a commissioner, they did by rotating and making sure that everyone had a taste of what it is like to teach in the rural areas.
I did that. I did that, and in fact, that was the first time principals were posted. Not only principals and teachers. If you have spent 5 years in a school, for crying out loud, you had to move. And I have to say it openly, my governor did not interfere. Even her sister was transferred. So that is the rule. Because we got there, we saw a teacher that had been in a school for 30 years.
Whoa.
And we saw situations where some schools, 5 teachers teaching one subject. And you know, senior school, 5 teachers teaching CRS, Christian Religious Studies. Okay, this week I'll be the one to teach. Cover me. The others will travel to Dubai, will travel to London to go and shop and come back. Or a situation where in a school compound you have a balkanized school. A school, it used to be one school, but you now have 8 schools there, ending up having 3 classrooms school. School 1, school 2, school 3, school 4, school 5. The principal will sit with a plastic chair and table outside because they want authority. But we were able to collapse all that. You see, the fundamental problem is education is highly politicized.
Well, how do we
the politicians see it as the only major way of rewarding their followers.